Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mike and Jack Show. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to a video.
Welcome to a day of the week.
So today's video is 10 more Bolo brands for you to be grabbing to resell on Poshmark,
Bolos.
eBay, or whatever.
I like Poshmark more than eBay. Mercari changed my mind.
Yeah.
I can't get over that Instagram post. If you haven't seen it, sorry.
So these
Anyway.
are 10 brands that maybe you've heard of, but maybe you haven't. Some of them we hadn't even heard of until we just recently found them for the first time, and they've been doing good. These are brands that sell fast and for quite a good amount of money. I know sometimes our Bolos are like Luxe Bolos, which
This is like...
these are the ones that are like, you will probably find them a little bit more often, and they sell really fast and really well.
Some of them
Maybe
are kind
some
of
them are a
expensive,
little, some are on the
but like
border.
most of them are very like mid-range.
We'll kind of point it out as we go. But Ryan's gonna kick us off with the first one.
Okay, first one is Eloquy. This is a limited offshoot, and it's a very like the people that used to shop at Torrid grew up and now work in an office. It's very like she's respectable, she's cool, she's fun, she's flirty. It's only plus size stuff, which is a blessing because it's cute plus size stuff, and I feel like that doesn't exist.
And it's
At
like
all.
nicer plus size.
Yeah,
stuff.
and it's not like
respectable.
terrible quality. It's good quality.
Like Torrid is very mall brand, whereas
She's a very
Eloquy,
younger
I mean,
audience.
technically, I guess the Limited is like a mall brand, but like it's definitely
It's
nicer.
100% built for like an older, not
It's
older.
like White House Black Market.
It is 100%. They make a lot of like literally everything. A lot of tops, a lot of pants. Everything is very like form fitting, and it looks like it fit really well.
Yes,
It's cute, and it doesn't sell for like a ton because it's from the Limited, but it definitely moves
Does well.
really, really, really fast.
Yes. They know how to make clothes for a plus size body. Like,
Which,
it's
like-
not like a brand just trying to be like, oh, we're trying
Oh
to
my
be
God,
inclusive.
finally.
Like, they're like, we know what we're doing.
Thank
and
God.
they team up with a lot of plus size like celebrities and models, and
Like Eddie Bryant from SNL.
yes, it's just it's
Love.
good stuff, and it flips really quick. And
Mhm.
yeah. So next is a brand called Reese, which I always want to thank the viewer that taught us how to pronounce it. We pronounce it rice, but then she's like, I'm from the UK. It's Reese. And I was like,
Thank you.
I was
If we
like,
ever say anything wrong, please
just
tell me.
let us know. We are
I
not
don't want to
offended.
sound like an idiot.
But it's R-E-I-S-S, and I'm probably putting the labels right here. But yeah, it's pronounced Reese. They are very expensive, but it actually does really well. We usually find like dresses by them. They do a lot of dresses, and you can sell them for like $100, which is because they retail at about like $300 or $400.
It's expensive.
But yeah, it does really good. I had a shirt, like a pretty basic kind of like lace sheerish kind of shirt, and it sold for like $30, which is like not a bad flip, especially if you're finding it at like the bins or maybe like at a thrift store for like $4 or $5. But it always gets a ton of attention, and yeah, it does good.
Next is a new athletic brand. It's called Buff Bunny. I found it in the bins. I was like, oh, you may recognize them. They were those leggings that looked like too tiny for regular people to wear. They kind of are, but that's fine. It's one of those like Instagram popular brands where like influencers wear them. I don't really know where it comes from, but they expensive. And it's kind of like a Gymshark situation, where like
It's kind of like a
Shark
Sweaty Betty
situation. It yeah, it honestly kind of is. So the leggings that I found were in a discontinued color, which they're just gray. I don't know why they would discontinue them. So definitely, if you find them, Google as best you can and try to find the style name, and then try to find the color, because the color is the big one. If you find a red color, they're worth honestly more than retail.
Up next is a brand called Natori. This is one that some of you guys might know. It's also called Josie Natori because that is
That's her
I don't
name.
know, the designer or the founder's name.
Someone.
It's sold at Nordstrom. It can be sold at Nordstrom Rack. And then I think there's an offshoot that might be Josie Natori that's sold at like Macy's and stuff. But it's a lot
That's
of
pretty.
silks. It's a lot of satin. It's a lot of florals. It's like robes and pajama wear, which
like
is kind of like a
lounge.
niche that no one really does. But like every time I've had a robe, it does really
They do
good.
really well.
Like even vintage silk robes are really good. I know that's not what we're talking about here, but Natori does really good. They're like silk and satin, like floral robes. They do. I've had just like a satin pajama top sold super quick for like $30. I've had, like I said, robes that have sold for like $45, $50, and they go really pretty fast, but they get a ton of attention. It's kind of like Reese, where like they build up a lot of likes and a lot of attention which is always good too, because then people are looking at you and looking at your closet. So
big move. Next is a jewelry company. Her name is Chan Lu. They're very expensive. Her jewelry is very kind of like bohemian, like hippity dippity, but like not too like one way or the other. It's kind of just like that's
lots
what
of
you describe
beads.
it. Yeah, there's a lot of beading, a lot of like there's a lot of like lace detail and things. I have a set of chokers right now. That's another big thing. She does a lot of like sets. So she'll have like 3 separate bracelets that you're meant to like sell together.
That's exactly the one. I found it once too, and it was 3 bracelets, 3 like beaded bracelets, but they retailed like the set of 3 was like $190.
I have a choker right now. It's a set of 2, and it retailed for like $98.
I've sold one of her bracelets.
She's expensive.
It was new with tag. It sold for $60. Like, that's insane. I never, like, we do not dabble in jewelry at all, but we knew this brand, and so when we found it, we were like, oh, well, let's try it. And like, I never thought I'd sell a bracelet for $60. That's crazy.
Don't forget, Goodwill's full of costume jewelry that grandma and grandma donated.
Don't sleep on Natori.
Sift through it.
Don't sleep on Chandlu.
No.
Next is a brand, again, that some of you might know, some of you might not. It is Gymshark. I personally love Gymshark. This is another UK brand. There's actually kind of a handful of UK brands on here.
And Englanders know how to make good clothes.
It's really strange because Gymshark, the retail actually isn't crazy high.
It's not very expensive.
But you can sell it for like the retail price. Like, I have only once found Gymshark, and I actually kept it for myself. I love the fit. It's like long, so it fits tall people perfectly. But Ryan has sold one before he could even get it on Poshmark. Someone on Instagram like snatched it before he could even get it listed. It's a very trendy, nice athletic-y brand. It's definitely different than Lulu because Lulu likes to also market to the people who just wear it when they like sit on the couch. Gymshark, if you go to their Instagram, they're like, you gotta be a bodybuilder, you gotta be like running every day.
I have a friend who's a power lifter and she only wears Gymshark and she's like, it's amazing.
People that like legitimately work out.
Athletic wear that's like also built to like really work out it.
People that legitimately work out love it, especially weightlifters. I wore my Gymshark shirt and my brother, who like does not do anything with clothing, like he wears Under Armour and Nike and Adidas, he saw my shirt and he was like, cool shirt. And I was like, Evan knows what Gymshark is? I was like, weird. So like, but he like lifts. So like real people that actually like bodybuild and like lift and work out intense
physical
love Gymshark. Like, it's very, very popular among the like true athletes.
Next is Kitten Days. I learned this brand very quickly at the bins. Shout out to Nick in CI Resale because he knew what it was and I had no idea. So it's the Lululemon man's like new company because they kicked him out of Lululemon
because he's problematic.
Because he was mean. I'm not a nice guy. So okay, politics aside, this was a black sweater and the logo is like, I haven't actually ever seen one of their tags.
But I will put here.
When I found it, it was a sweater, and I was like in a pile of other bougie things. So I was like, okay, it's probably something. And I was like, Nick, what is this? And I showed him the little. It was like Lulu. They have a little like metal tag.
Was it like a triangle?
No, it's like a really. It looks like a
or diamond.
No, it looks like an hourglass.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like a square that's been like pinched. And I was like, what is this? And he goes, it's Kitten Days. It's Lululemon man's other company. And I sold it to Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. She bought it from me on Instagram.
Is it always athletic or is it like sweaters?
I think it's like a Lulu moment where it's definitely like meant for like lounging, but also meant for like leaving the yoga studio.
Yeah.
It's very like, he took that same concept and just was like, different name.
But I'm pretty sure like retail, it is a lot more expensive.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, I think he's like, I'm the man behind Lululemon. Like, give me all your money because you know that I know what I'm doing.
Like, I don't know what it was.
Probably doesn't come in plus size though, but like whatever.
Nope.
Up next is a brand called John Fluevog. Us Minneapolis people know what this is because it's actually based off of Minneapolis. I've been to the John Fluevog store. They make some interesting shoes.
Cool shoes.
Nick, again, in Scale Resale, is like obsessed with this brand.
He knows a lot more.
He knows a lot about it. So like, if you have any questions about John Fluevog, ask him. We're throwing him under the bus. We're like, everyone go DM.
Everybody go.
We're like, what's John Fluevog?
Pepper him with questions.
They make, what was
leather
the style? The
swordfish
stingray?
boot.
The swordfish boot.
Is the big one. And now that he's seen them, since we're the same person, I'm like, oh my god, those shoes
are really cool.
I want them.
I'll put a picture of the stingray boot here. I think that's like the swordfish boot I'll put it right here. I think that's like his signature one. Like that's the one he's known for.
Doesn't he have? There's one. So the original Fluevog store is on like what is it, like Madison Avenue?
I know it's in
downtown.
Yeah.
So there's a shoe called like the Madison.
Oh yeah.
He named a shoe after like
all his boots and shoes are named after like Minneapolis locations and streets.
It's really
cool.
And we met Sam from Project Runway.
Yeah,
at the
we went
Fluevog
to the Fluevog store, and someone who was on Project Runway was there. We were both like, we know you from
I've
somewhere.
seen you.
And all of a sudden, Ryan's like, "Were you on Project Runway?" And she was like,
She was so sweet.
She was
so
so
nice. Everybody, I got my tarot cards read. Oh, it was so fun.
It's a very like quirky store. It's cool.
Oh my god, I loved it.
If you come to Minneapolis, go see the John Fluevog store. But his stuff is so expensive. His boots are like $250 to like $400 probably.
Swordfish boots, I think, are like $320.
Yeah, they're very, very unique. Like you can look them up now. I've had one pair of John Fluevogs. I'll put them right here.
Oh, they're so fun.
They're so fun. They get a ton of attention because it's one of those things. This is one of the more like borders on higher end. They're like an obscure higher end, so the people that like them love them, and they don't get the opportunity to buy it very often. So if they see them listed, they hop on it. I have not sold them yet, in all transparency, but they're getting a lot of likes. They do really well on eBay as well. So
yeah,
pick up John Fluevog if you see it.
Next is another shoe brand, and it is called Bed Stew. I think this one is a little bit more common than some of the others. But others, they make it's. I kind of think of it as like the golden goose of like women's brown leather shoes. It all kind of looks like beat up and like worn in, but not like destroyed.
I'm not a big fan.
It looks very weathered. I think they're adorable. I love them. I found a pair of.
They almost are like if Lag and Look hit the shoes. Like
very much.
They're very like Lag and Look shoes.
They're very expensive, and they can also be Anthropology. So give it a Google.
They can. A lot of people shockingly put bed stews like up in the rankings of what they want to find with like Rothy's and Teaks. So like people really want to find these, which is always a good sign.
They're so expensive.
I have never found them. Ryan has found 2 pairs now.
I found a men's pair and I found a women's pair. I think that's it.
Yeah,
just the 2.
We just recently had one in the haul. It was those ones that I compared to like the Burberry Goat Man.
They are called the Burgess boot, if anybody's wondering.
They're
size 8.5.
But yeah, have you listened to it yet?
I have.
Are they getting likes?
Yes. She's doing very well.
I'm not sure how well the men's, but the women's do really well.
The men's ones I found, they're paired like Chuka boots. So like...
You should probably put them on eBay.
Ooh.
I feel like the men's could do good on eBay.
That's what I'm going to do, put them on eBay.
So the final brand for our Bolo video is a new brand to me that I just recently found for the first time, and I bought it just because of how cute it was. And it's also made of neoprene, and I love neoprene for some reason.
Swimsuit material.
And it's actually pronounced how I thought it was pronounced, even though I thought I was wrong. It's pronounced Dagny Dover. This is how it's spelled. This is like the label inside of a purse or whatever. I found a camouflage like belt bag, like fanny pack.
They're so cute.
So cute.
Like,
I'm very tempted to keep it. But then I looked up how much they sell for, and people sell them for $100. And they retail at like $80. So that's kind of crazy. Probably because it's camo. But they mainly make stuff out of neoprene. They do have some like coated canvas with like leather trim.
Very small amounts of leather.
But it's a lot of neoprene. So if you find a neoprene like bag that says Dagny Dover,
give her a Google.
That's good. They make... It's mainly, I think of it as like a lot of like travel-y type stuff.
Yeah.
It's not really like the everyday woman's like purse. Some of them are. But
they
like,
make those.
But it's mainly like travel-y. It's like lug. Very like... I'm going somewhere.
It's a very like younger person's.
This is another UK brand, and once again, it retails probably from like 80 to 100 to like 300. So it's not like below your mind crazy expensive. I mean, 300 is pretty expensive.
It's definitely like a little chunk of change.
But I'm pretty sure it's like one of those ones again that you can, like Gymshark, you can sell it basically for retail, which is always awesome, and it does so good. My fanny pack has been listed for like a week, and it has like 30 likes. For $100.
It's cute too.
So that's all we have for you. So
hopefully you find your bolos.
Hopefully you enjoyed this bolo video. Let us know if you think you've ever skipped any of these in the thrift store. Or let us know if you knew about these and you've had luck with them. Or if you've not had luck. Because we've always had luck with these.
Interesting.
So let us know how these brands do for you or if you learned anything. And thank you for watching this bolo video. I hope you enjoyed it.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.